Hello everybody and welcome to the Bogey Smalls channel, where today I'm going to actually show you what's in my bag for 2020. As you can see, I am a huge Callaway fan and I'm part of the Team Callaway family. So a lot of my clubs and a lot of my stuff that you're going to see, it's all based around the Callaway brand. But I'm going to run you through, I'm going to do a few things, show you a few things here inside the studio, and then I will take it outside and get some fresh air and actually continue with what's in the bag. So stay tuned. The first thing I'm going to show you is the shoes that I have, and these are the Skechers Go Golf shoes, and I picked this color. As you will see, I like to match my stuff as much as possible with my bag. So, but these have been probably the most comfortable shoes that I've had as far as golf. I've got some Nike ones as well, but these ones are, you know, the wide width, and you know, for a big guy like me, sometimes that's important. So these have been very good to me as far as my golf game. Something that's pretty important to me out on the golf course is stats. And being in the IT field, I'm a big, huge, you know, stats type of guy. So that's why I went out and picked up last year a ShotScope V2. And for those of you that don't know this, I will put a link in the description, because this company and what they do for the golf community is pretty solid. The ShotScope gives you so much in-depth information to help better your game. It's unbelievable. So I will put a link in the description. If you guys have any questions about this, please leave them down in the comments field. I'll answer as best as I can. If not, I can get you in touch with somebody that can. So ShotScope is huge on my list. And I don't play around without it, to be honest with you. Next on the list is you always gotta have backup for battery in your bag. I use a RAV Power. This is it's got a lightning cable for my iPhone, and then also allows me, if I need to, it's got a spot for USB as well, so that if I gotta plug something else in, that I can. So it wouldn't be official without the Bogey Smalls towel. So this is the towel of choice on my bag, and it definitely fits me and the channel. So I was saying previously, I'm a huge Callaway guy, and gloves I use are actually Callaway. Once again, wanting to match everything, and you'll see as we get to my bag, I actually have to match, you know, color and clubs. Everything has to match. So this is the glove I use. I've used some other gloves as well. I've used some FootJoys. I've used some Titleist gloves, but I always, you know, seem to come back to Callaway. And I think it's just, I don't know if it's comfort or more of the uniformity of, you know, everything kind of matching. But I don't seem to have any complaints. So when you're done with your round, you're done at the range, whatever, cleaning clubs is very important. You should always clean your clubs before you go and hit the sticks and get out on the golf course and hit around. Performance is better off of the club, obviously, but to clean my grips and on my clubs is I use this company. You can get this at Golf Galaxy. But these Lambkin gripes, these are phenomenal, man. These are awesome. They don't leave like a sticky type, you know, residue or anything like that. And they do tell you on here to kind of test on one area just to make sure that this doesn't affect your grip at all. But I seem to not have any issues at all, and they do wonders for getting that feel back in your grip. So being out on the golf course, obviously, you know, in the heat, you know, I will sweat a lot. And this was recommended to me by a buddy of mine, and I actually, you know, picked these up. These are a 3-pack, but these are no sweat hat liners. They just absorb the sweat from off of your hat, and it actually does a really good job with keeping sweat from, you know, kind of pouring down into your eyes. So that's never a good thing. But yeah, no sweat hat liners, and these can be picked up online. So something new to the bag for 2020 is these 4 yards or more tees. These were recommended to me to pick up and try out this year. So I'm gonna give them a go and see what happens. Little skeptical because I'm so used to wooden tees, but you know, we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. So I'll have to update you guys and let you know how these perform. So next up on the list is this Loudmouth Pitchmaster, and this thing's pretty slick. I really like it. It's got a ball marker, magnetic, that's on there as well. I actually, due to my game, I use this very, you know, being the Bogey Smalls, you know, this doesn't get used as much as I'd like it to get used, but we're gonna change that here in the 2020 season. So some of the gadgets and tools that I use actually to try to improve my game and see exactly what I'm doing. I picked this up this year for 2020. This is from Selfie Golf. It comes with the alignment sticks, but you attach this to your bag. It actually gives you the ability to put your cell phone in there and then kind of get shots and use your bag as a prop and stand for the phone. So kind of cool. I like the concept. I like what it does, and I'll be doing a review on this as well to let you guys know how this works for me. So this is something new to the bag here in 2020. So you got to have a place for all your tees and little knickknacks, extra accessories, more ball markers, pencils from all the courses that I've played. That actually all gets stored in this bag here. And this is from Callaway as well. So for cleaning the clubs out on the golf course, I got my Frogger. This thing is pretty slick. It's got the magnet to attach to the bag. Comes with the bristle and the soft bristles as well. Very much necessity for anybody. I highly recommend these. This thing is pretty slick. It actually has the groove cleaner too as well. Yeah, comes in many different colors, but man, I really do recommend this. Just got some random golf chip ball markers. My man Ricky up on there. Just another miscellaneous accessory in the bag is just a ball marker. I always keep a Sharpie in the bag. Although I don't smoke at all, maybe sometimes out on the golf course I'll have a cigar with my buddies, and that's where you got to come in with the matches. So I got a box of matches from Red Run Golf Club. I'm not a member because I don't have the cheddar for it, but back in the day, your boy Bogey Smalls used to work there. Yeah, that's a whole nother story for another video. The grips this year on my clubs are the Golf Pride MCC. These are just standard. These are the Align Edition, and I went with obviously the green, black, and kind of gray to you know, match my bag. And these are what's on all of my set of Callaway Road clubs that we'll get into, and I'll show you. All right, so the first club I'm going to show you in my bag is going to be a driver. This is a Callaway Epic Flash Sub-Zero. It's at 10.5. And I got it set up with a very, as you can see, high fade, because I tend to pull hook everything, and this tends to straighten it out for me. And the shaft on this is a 10C AB series, 65 gram. Next club in the bag is my least favorite club, and that is the Callaway Rogue 3-wood. This is just standard. It's got the Even Flow Project X series shaft on it, 75 grams. So the clubs in my bag are the Callaway Rogues with the Project X LZ 105s and a 6 stiff shaft. These Loading Zone Project X shafts, the performance on these are freaking awesome. The feel on these are amazing. I really love these clubs, and as I had mentioned earlier, all of my clubs have the standard Callaway Golf Pride Align MMC. When it comes to wedges, this is where I went with the stock. My Callaway Rogue irons go from 3 all the way to gap wedge, or the A wedge. So my pitching wedge, and if you want to say my gap wedge, is stock with the Callaway Rogues. And then I also have the Callaway Mac Daddy PM Grind. This is a 5613. I really like this a lot. I've done a lot to improve my pitching game, so that's why I kind of want to go get fitted for new wedges. Looking at the Jaws series wedges from Callaway, but you know, I may look at other options, but more than likely I'll probably stick with the Callaways. But I really want to get fitted to know exactly what I need. Last but not least, can't forget the putter. This is where it's at. This is the Odyssey O-Works series number 9. And I ended up taking the stock grip on it and putting a Fatso Super Stroke. I call it a Fatso when it's really a Flatso, but you get the joke. And as you can see, I had to match the green and the colors with the bag and everything, like I told you before. But I gotta be honest with you, I really like this putter, and I do think and believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Phil Mickelson either still uses this series putter or did at one time. I know he won a couple of PGA Tour events with this same series putter. So last is my bag, is the Callaway Fusion bag. This bag, I really like this bag. I got it as a Father's Day gift last year. This thing is awesome. It's got all the right necessities as far as pockets are concerned. The one thing in Callaway, if you're listening, that I will point out is there is a spot on here for a Jab Lab speaker. I bought the speaker and it does not fit. That's the only complaint that I have about the bag. I reached out to support. I never really heard back anything on that. But other than that, and that's just a real small part of it, everything else about this bag, as it being a stand bag and carry bag if you're walking, has been actually, you know, great bag. I recommend this series and this line of bags from Callaway. Balls I play are the Titleist Pro V1s, and I always try to find the best deal that I can on these balls. So this particular box I picked up as practice balls. Everything that I've read online about these, there's really no difference. There may be, I can't find a difference in my game with these. Maybe some of you out there can tell me if you've played these before compared to true Pro V1s, and what you found is the difference may be, whether it be you know, around the greens or off the tee. Let me know. But these have been great for me. Everybody, and thank you for checking out my What's in the Bag 2020. As you can see, Team Callaway all the way. Let's go take these to the tracks and see what we can do with them.